Right, our pulled pork has had a good 6 hours now. Probably longer than I needed to, but what I did is at the end of the cooking time, I turned it down to number 1, which was a low setting, just to keep it going until my daughter finished work. So we're going to separate it and we're going to sort our pulled pork out. Our barbecue sauce is done, and it's just on the edge of being acidic, like we talked about, which is exactly what I want. Still nice as it is actually, but it's just on that acidic edge. So let's have a little look to see what we've got. So here we are, pulled pork. It's quite hot, so I just let you have a look. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the meat out, and as you see, it's actually breaking up, which is what we want. So all I'm doing now is I'm going to take all the meat out. Any bits of skin or anything that were left on that I don't want, which I can see one little bit there, I'll separate to one side. I should have a plate really, but as you can see, it's not going to take much shredding because it's just falling bits in the hand. But a couple of things I want to do is I want to retain all of that juice in there, because we've got a lot of flavour in there. There's another bit there. What I'll do, I'll tell you what, let's get this bit sorted first. So take the meat out, and then what I'm going to do, separate any bits I don't want in there, and I'm going to take the liquid, which I've got here, and I'm going to sieve it into this. If we get it there we go. Probably not the easiest thing to sieve, because there's solids on the side. Made a bit of a mess. It's fine. I'll get me cloth on there. Actually, that's probably, I'll put it in there. That'll be fine. Yeah, get myself a little cloth. I was going to put it straight in the pan. The reason I didn't put it straight in the pan, to be honest, is the fact that there will be a fair bit of fat there, which I'm going to show you. I don't want the fat. I just want the flavour. So I'm going to just get rid of the... and they're the solids that I don't want. They're the bits that were in the liquid. There'll be bits of, just stuff which has come off the pork. Right, get rid of that. I don't want it. Now what I'm going to show you now is, if you can see, I don't know if you can see, so the stuff which is sitting on the top, you might not be able to see because of the light, but I can see there's a level of fat in there which is floating on the top. So all I'm going to do, I'll leave that to separate. It will separate out while it's sitting there. Just going to keep that one side for now. Give myself a little clean down, and then we're going to pull any bits out of there that I don't want in there. Right, so let's have a little look. Get myself a little plate or a little bowl. Any bits that I don't want, any fatty bits, I can pull out there. See, a lot of people would just leave this in, but what I tend to say, if I see something I don't like the look of, like a bit that I didn't actually remove too much of in that, I'm just going to pull it off. There's not a lot, actually. I'm pulling meat off there, which I don't particularly want to do. There we go, that's it. That's that bit. That looks fine, that looks fine. There was just one fatty bit, another little fatty bit there I'm going to take out. Like I say, a lot of people would leave this in, because there is flavour in it. I don't want it. There's another little bit there. The rest of it's looking good. Fine. So the flavour is lovely on there. So I'm quite happy there with that rub. If anything, just tasting that. Just have a little taste. Could have gone slightly more with the salt, but it's better to be slightly under than over. That's good that. Now I've got these little claws, really good. So you can do it with a couple of forks, but I tend to use these. And the reason I got these is because I've done pulled pork for somebody asked me to do it for a christening once, and I had a lot to do, and I thought it's going to take me forever with a fork. So what I did is I got these little shredders, which just make life easier, to be fair. Anything which makes life easier, which is better, I'm all for. So there we go. That's that. So I'm going to leave that there for now. I'll probably give it a touch more. Now that's separated out, I'm going to put that in a pan, and I'm going to just reduce that down. So I don't want any of the fat, I just want the flavour which is in the juice, which is there. That's going to bubble down, and I'm going to take it, concentrate it, but I'm going to taste it to make sure, because any liquid you concentrate will get stronger in flavour. But it also, if there's any salt, it'll get saltier, which I don't necessarily want it to be any saltier. So I'm just going to give this just one more little shred. To be fair, it fell apart itself. I'm more than happy with that. That's looking, it's turned off there. Hang on. This is the trouble working on here. If you're not careful, it'll turn itself off. Right, I'll put that on one side. Come over. It'll be easier. I'll have to move you over there. Yeah, all I'm going to do now, to be fair, is just get some of the barbecue sauce in, and I'm going to leave it slightly on the dry side, because some of that liquid is going to go in. So let's have a little go. So I'm going to start off with, I'll tell you what, I'll just pour some on the top. Now this is completely your own preference. I actually find I prefer it to be slightly on the wet side rather than too dry, because you want some of the flavour to be, the barbecue flavour to be in the meat as well. So I'm just going to touch more. That's going to take, what you'll find, it will soak in as well. But I want it to be juicy. I don't want it to be dry. If you want it dry, you can. So I'm going to go a touch more with that sauce, just a touch. And once you get it to the, you know, your preference, then stop there. I'm going to put this back on to into that pot just to keep it warm. I'm just going to taste that. I'm going to put some more in. I'm just waiting for this to evaporate down. That's coming down. Give it a bit more. Need some more. And actually, just a touch. There we go. Now I've tasted it, I'm tempted to put a little bit of salt in, but I daren't yet till I put some of that liquid in. Because what I don't want to do is make it too salty, and then, oh, it's really nice, that. Really nice. Just once, wherever, there's loads of flavour in there. I'm taking it down, reducing as much as I can without burning it. Because what I don't want to do is make it wet. I just want to add the essence of whatever flavour's in there. And it will go a little bit syrupy. So it's going there, it's going. I've got this on like boost, so it goes a bit daft. And what I'll do is I'll taste it, and then get it in. Let's have a little look. See how much is left in there. Let's have a little taste. You know what? That's gone quite well. Yeah. You know what I was saying about salt? Yeah. That's gone syrupy, but it's quite salty. Because obviously that's concentrated. So just be careful of that. So I don't need to add salt. I'm just going to put some of that on. I'm going to give it a mix, because the amount of flavour in there, don't throw that away. There's more flavour in that than anything else. So let's just have a little go. But you know, I'm happy. It's looking good. It's looking really good. It's all a little taste. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's really boosted the flavour. You've got to be a bit smart about these things, because like I say, if I'd have just put that liquid in, it would just made it too sloppy, which I don't want. But that's gone almost to its own sauce, which is brilliant. Now I'm at the point where I think I'm about happy. I can make it a bit wetter by adding a bit more barbecue sauce, but I'm not going to go any further with that. I'm going to leave it as is, get it in the pot and then serve it. So that's my daughter phoning now, which is perfect timing because this is done. Better answer, she'll go mad with me. So bye for now, see you soon.